Hi, guys, and welcome to our podcast series, Even Angels Need a Voice. My name is Naisa Shah, and this is my partner, Naomi Shah. We have created this platform to give small NGOs and charities a voice by enabling them to talk about their work and the help they require on a platform that provides greater accessibility to interested individual and potential donors. It is a pleasure to have with us today Mr. Ashok from the Oscar Foundation, which is a football for development nonprofit dedicated to empowering children and youth in low income communities in India. So, our first question for you today, that our listeners are very keen to know, is what exactly is the purpose and goal of the Oscar Foundation?
Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me opportunities to talk about Oscar Foundation work. Um, Oscar Foundation work is the objective behind this Oscar Foundation is to create a platform and opportunities for these underprivileged children, especially living in Mumbai slums kids, because they are very talented and um, they don't get a right direction, right proper guidance. So Oscar Foundation is creating that gap, the bridging that gap and giving them opportunities for sports, education, so then they can be have a they can achieve their dreams and success in their life, and to break that cycle, the poverty cycle, because we just need to change one generation and then the whole entire family will change, and that is the objective behind the Oscar Foundation.
Yeah, with the commendable work that y'all do and this goal that is so important, especially at a time like this, we just wanted to know what prompted y'all to start the foundation. Was it any particular incident or any instance that kind of inspired y'all to start the Oscar Foundation?
Yeah, nice. This I started this foundation when I was 18 years old with 18 children. Um, I grew up in this Ambedkar slum, and I have seen many of my friend drop out in school in age of um, 12, 13 in standard 7th and 8th standard, 8th grade. They were working. They started working on Sasundok fishing market in Kulaba. They were used to make money 100 to 200 rupees in age of 10 to 12. I'm talking about almost like a 20 years back. So and that time a lot of money was there, and this nobody was there to guide them where that money they can use it, importance of education. So that money they were using for drinking, gambling, smoking, and then they involved in crime. So their parents thought that the marriage the only solution, bring them back in the right track and bring they will get more family responsibility. So that was their solution, but it is not and that doesn't help them. It was again put a lot of pressure on them, and they were more and more involved in that kind of activities. So I saw the same cycle was going on. In 2006, the younger children drop out in school from the Ambedkar Nagar and going on fishing market and making money and involving themselves in addiction and crime. So I thought that if I will bring them together, I will share them my story. I complete my education, and my friends, they drop outs and they have very difficult life. If I could share them these two stories from the same area, they will understand how their future will look like if they drop outs. So, and I thought they will understand, they after listening me they will go back to school, but that doesn't help. I told them to come to play football. I didn't have football, but still I managed somehow one football. They all on everyone came on the ground. When I introduced football, they were not ready to play together. Everyone want to keep the football with them, not because they love football, because of the caste and religion. That you can't imagine that 10 to 12-year boys is telling me that okay, I can't play with them because they are Muslim, and they are saying that I can't play them because they are Hindu. In Muslim, again, there is a problem. In Hindu, again, there is a problem, casteism. They are saying they are from Maharashtra, they are from Bihari, Kolkata, like that kind of things. So football is all about team game. And if they don't play as a team, how can I teach them football? So I thought that I'm not going to talk about anything about my friend's story and about education. I need to work on their team. So while teaching them, I observed that not everyone was doing that. One person was influencing other in their group. So I was always keeping them in the same team, and in 1 year I saw a lot of changes in them. They forgot their caste and religion, neat and clean, they were coming on the ground, no using foul language, they become strong team, their game was improved. And I thought, wow, this is the right time. Now I can talk about the importance of education. And I made very simple rules. I said that if you want me to teach you football, you need to go to school. And because of they love so much football, and they all started going in school, night school, they rejoined in school, they connected with a different NGO, which they're working on education. So like that, my 100%, these 18 children started going in school. Then after a year, I never thought beyond these 18 children. After 1 year, these 18 children thought that if we could change, our other friends will also change through this football. So they started calling more and more kids. Number was keep growing. And then I thought, oh, there is need of this program. That's why more kids are joining. So till 2006, till 2010, 300 kids were in my program. And I got a award from Reliance and Nita Ambani and Amir Khan, Real Hero Award in 2009. They gave me award money, and that entire money I spent it on these children. Then money finished. I asked people to support these children. Nobody was ready to support me any rupee because they want tax exemption, certificate, bank account, all the legal documents. And then I thought, without legal documents, it's very difficult to support these 300 children. And then 2010, officially it registered Oscar Foundation, and now Oscar Foundation working 3,000 children.
So, on your website, you've stated that your mission is to create a world which enables underprivileged girls and boys living in the slums of India to become role models within their
Yeah.
community. So, my question to you is, how do you spread awareness about the message of Oscar and the work that you'll do?
So now, yeah, so my the organization vision is that to create a world where the youth is become a role model for their own community and mobilize their own community for positive social change. And it is very important that they to empower youths, because of this youth we are working 3,000 children. And now in this sports for development sector, we it been last 10 years we are working in that, and we have created many success stories entire across Mumbai and in Karnataka and many other state. Other NGOs has been invited us. So our work is quite well known in sports for development sector in India, and people know about this work because from Oscar Foundation, more than 100 children has been traveled abroad and represented India. So like Russia, during the World Cup, team has been traveled in Russia. Our girls team went to in 2019 Denmark. They won the Dana Cup, world's second largest tournament. Oscar boys team went in Spain, played Dynasty Cup. This is also one of the very popular tournament. They went to the through semi-final. Our under 17 boys team went to the England, and they played 10 matches. They haven't lost any game. All the top schools they played. A girls team went in 2018 in England, under 16 girls, and they won all the matches. So these many lot of media got coverage, and now people know about our work, and they reach out through social media, website, and many things, many places, many ways.
Um, so, from
And
what you
especially partner organization, the NGOs. we if those NGOs working on education or any other topics, we go there. We do partnership with them, and we train their youths, and then we hand over our program to them, and then they run themselves this program. And through this model, almost 12,000 children has been got benefit through this train the trainer concept.
Wow. From what you've told us, by far, it seems like this is a self-sustainable plan with kids helping and inspiring other kids. Could you please elaborate on that?
So yeah, so my I thought the training the youths from the community, it will be it is very inspiring model. And these youths are taking their own initiative. And also another thing is that the younger kids, before when I started that time, there was no role model in the community. That's why the lot of dropouts kids was from the school involving in addiction. But now you see in the slum, there are many good stories. Govind, he completed his graduation, went to Germany. He's done his sports diploma from Germany. He's now back and he's working with the younger children. So the younger kids, they look him. The same with Sunita. She done her MBA and now she's helping other girls. So like that kind of many stories we created in the communities. And this is the model where communities issues can be solved. And they don't need to wait from the outside people who come and they will solve that program. So within the community, youth and the children taking initiative, that will help the community to be self-sustained.
My next question to you is, if someone wants to take the similar initiative, how can they open up an NGO? What can they do to open up the NGO?
To open up NGO is not that difficult. It's anybody can be open the NGOs, but my purpose is like not opening NGO is not a way. It will not solve the purpose, because in India there are 33 million NGOs and still the problem is not solving in India. So if we divide that number, it comes around 600 people, and between that one NGO, but still problem is not solving. But I want like people should come up with a vision and the passion towards that, to work on the ground and work on that to help more people. And also I believe that there should be more collaboration, because creating more and more NGOs and then individually a lot of people are working, this is will problem will not going to solve. If a lot of NGOs come together and work, they must be have different strength. I must have a different strength. If we jointly come together, like as Oscar Foundation, we already worked last 10 years. We have created a curriculum, we have created formats, we have activities. If anybody wanted to do this model, we happy to hand over our programs and our capacity build training also we can provide them, and they can take this forward in their own place, own community, own state.
So that's a great vision, and I hope that does happen eventually, because when you put it that way, it made like a lot more sense. So my next question to you is that, because y'all are an organization that has been doing such admirable work for so long, and y'all have won 5 awards, like the Community Achievement Award, and like you mentioned, the Real Hero Award. What is one moment of the work that y'all have done, or any milestone, or any achievement, or any step that y'all have taken that meant the most, or that stood out the most to you, and made you feel like you were one step closer to achieving your goal?
So two things I wanted to share in this question. Um, I feel very proud that when I saw the children which I started with them, the first batch in 2006. Now these are the youths. They are the now leader in this organization, and they are helping other youths to be on their field. So that makes me proud that the youth, they are now become a role model, and they are helping their own community youths, and these youths are working with the younger kids. So that made me very proud when I first time I saw these youths. And the second part was I was very passionate towards work with on gender, and give the opportunity to the girls also, because I have seen from my younger age, these girls, 10 to 12 years girls, they do a lot of hard work for their family. From morning 6 o'clock they wake up till 11 o'clock, they work for their family, and they don't get chance to go to school, they don't get chance to go outside and play. So when I created the girls team, with the 10 girls in 2011, now we have 1200 girls in our program. And these girls, before, when I see these girls before the 2011, they were very shy, scared to talk to anyone, never went outside the community. But now if you see these girls, they are very confident, they play against boys, they participate in different competition. These girls are teaching younger girls now. These girls traveled in many different countries and represented India, won the matches. So this made me very proud, that, and I feel something I done in my life.
So,
I think that is very inspiring. But so, have you faced any setbacks in the donation process or in spreading awareness?
Yeah, I faced a lot of challenges. My initial days, still we required more support in the organization. But initially days, I faced a lot of challenges. People were not ready to believe me. They thought that you are very young, why you are doing this? You need to focus on yourself. Why you are helping other people? You are mad, like that kind of things my friends were saying. They were not believing me. My family was not ready to support me on this cause. um, and also people were judging me that I can't speak English, or I come from the slum background. So like that kind of they thought that if we give him a donation, and he might be used on himself. So like that kind of I got a response. But I know that um, I was very focused what I want to do. And even entire my award money I spent it for these children to support them. And because of that, my belief, now the organization created on like reaching 3,000 children on weekly basis. So those were my challenges initially. Even I was going to the corporate company to ask funding, and they were not ready to support me, because they were asking, is there any other corporate is supporting? But to at least first, any corporate should come first. But everyone was asking, is there any corporate is associated with you? So that was the difficult part. But then I asked TCS, don't give me funding, give me your newspaper and magazine. I sold that. I sell that all the magazine and newspaper. I raise 50,000 every year from their magazine and newspaper, and spended that money. And then luckily I got support from IDBI Bank, Kotak Bank. Then FIFA is still supporting us. UEFA is supporting, Manchester City, all the top football brand organization are now associated with Oscar Foundation. But I am still struggling to raise fund in India. 60% fund comes from the abroad, but and 30% from event and all that. Like 5 to 10% funding comes from the Indian corporate. But my vision is that in next like 5 years, I want to change that percentage. 65-70% should come from India, because we are working in India, and people don't believe in sports for development. Everyone believes on education, and sports for development itself is an education. Children learn discipline, teamwork, communication, health and hygiene, genders, a lot of things that they can learn. They learn from this football.
So, how can our viewers help beyond donations and be a small part of this initiative?
Yeah, people can we engage a lot of volunteers in the our program. If anyone is interested teaching football, do come. We work across Mumbai in 18 location: Navi Mumbai, the western side, South Bombay, central side, everywhere we are working. So people can come and teach children football. We also set up during this pandemic, children were struggling online education. So we set up six digital center in different communities like Goregaon, Thane, Chembur, Mankur, Machimar Nagar, Kafret. So these are the six different location, computer digital center. They can come and teach computers to our children. Um, if they want to be help in the administrative work, come. We have an office in Fort, work with us. Want to mentor children one-on-one, that can also be support. Yeah, people can take participate in marathon and raise fund. There are many ways who want to be part of this organization vision.
And as far as the donations are concerned, like where and how can our viewers donate?
We have a website, www.oscar-foundation.org. In that website you will see the donation option, and if you go there, there is a two option, foreign donation and the Indian donation. It's very easy to donate.
Okay, thank you. And how can we build a bridge to reduce the gap between the privileged and the underprivileged? Because everything that you said, I agree, and I feel like one child can learn from the experiences and develop skills and empathy, which is so important to build a strong community. So, how do you think that we can build the bridge to reduce the gap between the privileged and underprivileged?
Yeah, my point is that I strongly believe in that the everyone should give, like in India have a lot of problems, and this problem can not only government will solve or only NGO can't solve these problems. Those who have time or resources, they need to come forward and give at least once a week, not entire life. I'm saying once a week, 2 hours. It creates a lot of impact in these children's life in the communities. So come forward, and I'm not saying that just associate with Oscar Foundation. Wherever you see, just go and help them. And while helping them, it's not just you are helping them. You will learn a lot from them also. So it's two-way always, and it's not just we should not give like because I have a lot and I'm giving them, or I want to support, that things will not help. It's always will come like that hierarchy. Okay, I have a lot, that's why I'm giving. It's everyone's responsibility towards the society, because we getting a lot of things from the society, and wherever is we see the gap, we need to contribute there. So that is my personally, I believe in this.
So, one very unique aspect of Oscar was that it integrated football and education, especially with the no school, no football policy.
Yeah,
What prompted this integration? Were there any setbacks on incorporating both?
because yeah, we strongly believe that if the children have education and sport, these two things together, the child development can be very speedily, we can develop the child. And in future, like if the child only play in sports, so somewhere that child will lag behind, because education is also very important. And so that's why we believe strongly, if the both sports and education goes hand on hand, and it will help them to make their better career. And that's why we strongly believe, even this they make very like in very good in education, and they are not good in physically, that also be struggling point for them, because somewhere like they are not that much creative or physically active. So we strongly believe that if the sports and education goes together, the child grow very speed.
Wow, that's a great policy, and it is really important. I also wanted to ask, did COVID-19 and like the pandemic, the lockdown especially, act as a limitation for the action plan of the NGO? And also when we get out of lockdown, are there any plans that y'all have to continue?
Yeah, in lockdown we thought we were it was very scary time for us. In the lockdown, lot of, like, our Indian donor, they pull out their funding. Everyone wanted to give funding towards COVID, PM care. So we were thought that how we will do it, how we will run this organization, how we will support the um, children and the staff as well. That kind of thought was coming in my mind and my team as well. But we didn't sat back and we were waiting, but we saw that there are people in the community, they don't getting food, they are struggling uh, with their day-to-day food, entire family. So we thought that let's work on that. Don't think about the what organizations work, but we jumped. We all the coaches came together. We started asking people, we want to support the ration to the families, and more people started they contributing, and we supported more than 3,000 families. For almost 3 months we worked on this ration distribution. Then while distributing ration, also our team, those who can't come on the field, they were making activities online. They were calling all the children, making WhatsApp group, sending small videos, activities, and through that WhatsApp, we were providing education, online education through WhatsApp. 1,600 children we were engaging through WhatsApp, different age group, and different WhatsApp through that. So we worked on that, and now still also we are working. The children, they are getting online education support or any kind of physical videos, like we were making warm-up activities at small house, how they can do it, small activities. We taught them how to make football with handmade football. Because no, we never thought that these children don't have football at home. So when we were sending the video, so their parent, the kids were saying, Bhaiya, we don't have football. Didi, we don't have football. How do we make this drill? So then we made a newspaper video, football, and we made that record video and we share them. And they made that handmade football, and they were making they were drilling at home. So like that, we engaged them. And now we decided that we will raise fund and we will give every children football, and real football, so that at least they should have at home a football. And we raised 2,000 football. So football, a gift to football, like that we making campaign, and we are distributing all the children football.
So that's really amazing. And the Oscar Foundation is doing a great job. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming. And I'm sure that all of our listeners are extremely enlightened and would love to help your cause. For anyone listening and interested, please do contact Mr. Ashok. His contact details as well as the Oscar website will be mentioned in the bio below.
Thank you so much. Thank you for spreading about Oscar work among your network. And thank you. Do visit when things get normal. Our organization is very close to your school.
So
So anytime you can.
our school is affiliated with the Oscar Foundation, and we have worked with them before. We've like played football matches and everything. So hopefully, once lockdown ends, we can resume that as well.
Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you for listening to us. If you have any questions about our series or would like to be a guest on our podcast and spread awareness about your work, please do contact us using the link in the description below.